Today we are going to discuss about network snippers and injection tools. So here we have different types of concepts are there. So like a network threats attack, specified attack types, network snipper. How does a snipper work? How can I detect a packet snipper? And next one is packet snipper mitigation, and last one is injection tools. So these are the concepts we are going to discuss in the network snippers and the injection tools. So here comes to the different type. There are the different types of general threats we find out in the network. Mainly there are four different types of threats are there. So first one is unstructured threats, and second one is structural threats, and the third one is external threats, and the next one is internal threats. Already we know very well about internal and external what we call threats. So here in the diagram we can able to find out the internal threats and the external threats. So here comes to external threat. It come out from the outside of the users, and we can able to find out the internal threats within the organization. So this is the main difference between the internal threats and the external threats. So here we can able to find out different types of specified attacks. So here whereas comes to first one is packet snippers, and second one is IP weaknesses, and the third one is password attacks, and next one is DOS attacks, and next one is man in the middle attack, next one is application layer attacks, next one is trust exploitation, and next one is code redirection, next one is virus, and next one is Trojan horse. So these are the different types of specified attacks. So here comes to first one is packet snippers. So what is meant by packet snipper? So here before going to discuss about packet snipper, first of all, what is meant by a snipper? We simply call a snipper is nothing but gathering the information from the local area network. So that is what we call snipper. So it is in different types of formats. So here comes to packet snipper. So here a packet snipper is a technique or monitoring every packet that crosses the network. The meaning of packet snipper in the sense, whenever sender is ready to sending the some packets of information from sender to receiver, it will observe the what type of packets information transferring on the network, whatever the network exists between source and the destination. So that kind of information what we call packet snipper. And comes to second one is IP weaknesses. Where we find out IP weaknesses? Here we can able to find the information regarding IP weaknesses. Most networks and operating systems use the IP address of a computer to identify a valid entity. So here depends on the IP address. There we can able to find out the whether that user is valid user or invalid user. So depends on the IP address we do the thing, and it is possible an IP address to be certain cases to be falsely assumed. So identify the spoofing. So here the meaning of IP weakness in the sense, so by using the same IP addresses, other person can use the system. That is what we call in our language, we simply call it as networks IP spoofing. So that is what we call second one. And the third one is password attacks. We can able to already we know very well about password attacks. That is one person can change the other person's password, so whatever it is, and they can trying to steal the whatever the confidential information consisted by the valid user, whatever it is. So that kind of attacks what we call password attacks. And comes to next one is denial of service attacks. Already we know very well about the meaning of DOS attacks in the sense disrupt the network connection occurred between source and the destination, or opponent is trying to disconnect the connection exist between source and the destination. So that kind of attacks what we call DOS attacks. And comes to next one, the man in the middle attack. Already we know very well about whenever if you take two different types of persons like source and the destination. So here we can able to find out the third person, and he is trying to observe the whatever the conversation going between two persons, or that person is trying to observe the pattern of the information. So already we know very well about passive attacks and the active attacks. That is third person or opponent is trying to gathering the information, whatever the information exists between source and the destination. So he is in the middle between source and the destination. That's why we simply call it as this attack is the man in the middle attack. So already we can able to find out the information. So it is an attack where the attacker secretly conversation between two parties. That is, third person is trying to observe the what type of conversation going between source and the destination. So that kind of attacks what we call man in the middle attack. And it comes to next one is application layer attacks. Already we know very well about it is the attacks where attacker change or disable the function or features of the website. So in application layer we use the higher level protocol to transmit the information from source to destination. So here the attacker is trying to what we call disable the functions or whatever the features we have in that particular what we call protocol. That person is trying to disable that information. So that kind of attacks what we call application layer attacks. And it comes to next one is trust exploitation. The meaning of trust exploitation in the sense it is an attack to compromise port redirection. So it will compromises the port redirection. So that kind of attack what we call trust exploitation. So these are the different types of specified attacks we find out in the networks. So here comes to next one. There we can able to find out the not only attacks. There we have different types of viruses. So other things. So what is meant by virus? Here a virus is nothing but a piece of code which is capable of copying itself and typically has a what we call detrimental effect. The meaning of virus in the sense it is nothing but a piece of information that can trying to what we call fraud your system, or that piece of information can be used to what we call disrupt your whatever information we have in the system. So that kind of information what we call a virus. And next one is Trojan horse. So Trojan horse it is nothing but malicious computer program. So so multiple number of attacks under the category of Trojan horses. So these are the different types of attacks and the specified network specified attacks we find out in the network. So when we are ready to transferring the information, or when we are trying to send the confidential information, so whatever it is. So here we can able to find out the diagram of network sniffer. So so this is the scenario of network sniffer. So here we have host A and host B. So between host A and host B, there we can able to find out. So here one person is trying to observes the information, or trying to verifies the pattern of information between source and the destination. So this kind of information what we call network sniffer. That is, here the person is trying to gathering the information on the local area network. So whatever the network exists between two parties. So that that kind of information what we call network sniffer, or it is also called as the packet sniffer. So here we can able to find out different types of things in the so packet sniffer or network sniffer. So here second one is how does a sniffer works. So how a sniffer works. So it will be working of a sniffer will be depends on the two different types of things. So whereas comes to first one is shared Ethernet, and second one is the switched Ethernet. So depends on these two things a sniffer can work. So here we can able to find out how can we detect a packet sniffer. Already we discussed about what is meant by sniffer and what is meant by packet sniffer. Is there any chance to find out whenever a sniffer occur on the network? Yes, we can able to detect that kind of information. So in a different way. So by using so first one ping method we can able to detect the sniffer information, and by using the ARP we can able to find out the sniffer information, and by using the domain name system we can able to find out the sniffer information whatever it is. So these are the three different types of things we can able to detect the a sniffer. So already we discussed about what we call a packet sniffer. So here we can able to find out the packet mitigation. So the meaning of in the sense it is opposite to the packet sniffer. So here when we observe this diagram, so here when we observe this diagram, so here we deny the accessing information of a particular person. So already in the packet sniffing we observe the same diagram. There that person is active, but here that person is deactive. That is, there we deny the accessing of the information, so whatever it is. So these are the different types of the things we observed in the packet sniffer. So here we can able to find out different types of injection tools. So like Wireshark, Kismet, TCP dump, WinDump, Ettercap, HPing. So DSnip, already we know very well about all the injection tools. So there we have different types of snippers to avoid the whatever the information we lost in the snippers. So there, by using the different types of injection tools, we can able to find out that information. So here we can able to find out the different types of what we call injection tools. So here comes to first one. First one is Wireshark. So this is the first injection tool. So here the meaning of Wireshark in the sense of, so it is available for many platforms. So Wireshark is available for many platforms, and Wireshark is a protocol genius. So we use Wireshark mainly in the protocol. So that is the first one. And the second injection tool is Ettercap. So here we use the Ettercap uses the method known as the port stealing. So here, whenever port information is stealing by the opponent, or whenever port information is stored by someone, by using this concept we can able to recover that information. So that is the second one. And the third one is so here we can able to find out the Ettercap information more deeply. So we can able I will send the same information to Google Classroom, so we can able to find out more information regarding what we call Ettercap. And next one is a simple SSL protocol. So already we know very well about SSL protocol. Already we discussed in the cryptography and network security, so whatever it is. And comes to next one. So we can able to find out the how SSL protocol can be worked. So here we can able to find out two different types of persons. One is allies and second one is Bob. So whenever allies wants to communicate with the Bob, so there we can able to find out the different types of steps. That is from they are trying to establish the some physical connection between source and the destination. So there we can able to find out the different types of steps, whatever it is. So that is the working nature of the SSL protocol. So whatever it is. And comes to next one. Already we discussed about Ettercap, and comes to next one. Next one is TCP dump. So here TCP dump is the network sniffer we all used before Wireshark. So before Wireshark we use the TCP dump. The full form of TCP is we know very well about transmission control protocol. So whatever it is. And the next one is WinDump. So WinDump is the Windows version of the TCP dump. So it is used in the Windows, whatever it is. So these are the different types of injection tools we used in what we call network snippers. And last one is Kismet. So here Kismet is a console based on wireless network, that is 802.11 layer 2 wireless network detector. So here this can be used to find out whenever information is stealing on the wireless network. By using this concept we can able to recover that information. So this is the brief information regarding different types of snippers and the what are the different types of injection tools we are used to recover data on the network. Thank you to all. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.